doing as a country when it comes to combating teenage pregnancy? Are there any statistics?
Right. So approximately we stand at approximately 15.2 to 15.4%. That is from the Ghana demographic health survey, and then also we've recorded annually the Ghana Health Service records over 100,000 adolescent pregnancies. Now we stick to mention more of adolescent pregnancy than teenage pregnancy because statistics have shown that it is not just young people who are in the teen age that are getting pregnant. We have some who are as young as 12 getting pregnant. They are not in the teen age yet, so we group them as adolescents. So now the broader term is adolescent pregnancies. And also, after COVID, during the COVID year, we recorded over 500,000 pregnancies, all between the ages that I have mentioned already.
People were indoors a lot. People had nothing to do.
Yes. As you recall, no one was going anywhere. Everyone was indoors. So I think it created an opportunity for more of these cases to happen.
Start crippling.
Yes, and it is very sad, especially to know that most of these people are minors, and I know that by now we all know who a minor is. A minor is somebody who's not able to make any decision for themselves according to the Constitution of Ghana. So it is very sad to see that we have this group or this age group of young girls getting pregnant.
Okay, so you mentioned around age 12. What would cause a 12-year-old girl to get pregnant? What are some of the factors? What contributed to this?
So there's no particular cause, but there are a lot of underlying factors. And as teenagers grow, they reach, as young people or adolescents grow, they reach a particular age that is where puberty begins, and most of the time we are supposed to be taking them through some form of education when it comes to their sexual and reproductive health. But the question is, how many young people have the opportunity, especially when it comes to their parents, to sit with their parents for them to talk to them about their reproductive health? Most young people do not often get that kind of opportunity. Parents shy away from speaking to their children about their sexual and reproductive health. Now let's go to schools. When we go to schools, yes, there's basic education, but however, how intense is this education when it comes to their sexual and reproductive health? Let's go to our community. We all know that our society shies away from discussion issues of sex. So how is the young girl able to get information? How is she able to know that, I'm 12, I'm developing breast, I'm feeling this way, what do I do to
mention their private parts?
Exactly. What do I do to even distract myself if I'm feeling this way? What am I supposed to do? What is the right thing to do? Someone will say, they can always go on social media, and they read. But the question is, what kind of information are they getting on social media? How accurate is this information that they are getting? And that is why PPAG is here. So PPAG makes sure that we give the right information to young people wherever we find ourselves across all the 10 facilities that we have in the country. We make sure that we are providing accurate sexual and reproductive health information for young people. So we work with and for young people, making sure that anything that is concerning their reproductive health is covered.
And welcome to our table. We're joined by a project officer from PPAG. Her name is Bunny Kramis Apau. Wow, what a name. What does it mean?
It means God's timing.
God's timing.
Yes, and it's Benny Kramis. Benny Kramis, yeah.
Can I call you Benny?
Benny for short.
Welcome. Okay, so we're just having a conversation, and Patience was telling us about some of the factors. If you were to open a show and tell us about teenage pregnancy and where we are as a country, what would you say?
Okay. So I'm pretty sure Patient has gone deeper to explain what's in the pregnancy and the issue that Ghana is facing currently. But yes, the prevalence is still high. We are still recording numerous cases in all the regions, the high levels of teenage pregnancy. And after COVID or during COVID, we realized that the number, the percentage surged just because people were in the house. They didn't know what to do. Some people were running away from the isolation and trying to find their boyfriends and
themselves
exactly. So the level went high, and then on top of that, to child marriages to in the rural communities, to the percentage also increased.
Wow, what's that?
Yes, because of lack of education, one, and then poverty, another issue. Because in a situation where you're in the COVID era, you need money to buy something, and someone, an older man or someone in another family is coming to you that, give me your daughter and I will give you this land also. And you know that, I think my daughter is of marital age, she's 13, she's 14,
no,
that's not right.
That's not right.
Yes,
That's what's happening. Exchanging their daughters for land.
Exactly.
It's happening. Money. Okay.
So that's what increased the prevalence of teenage pregnancy. So that is what we are dealing with right now. And with the SMART campaign, one of the reasons why we are here.
Actually, we are just about to go into that. So tell us what the SMART campaign is about then. Or you would speak on that.
That's what she
So
the SMART campaign basically is social media for adolescent reproductive health transformation.
Okay.
Yes. So we are using social media to educate people, to create awareness. We know that this age, we've moved into the digitalization age. Every other young person is having a smartphone, or majority of them, they're having smartphones now. They're accessing YouTube, they're accessing Instagram, TikTok, etc.
Yeah.
So they are going on social media, and they are seeing so many misinformation about so many topics, including their reproductive health, sexual reproductive health. So many misinformation out there.
What's the biggest misconception that's out there? Misinformation that's out there about teenage pregnancy, for instance, if somebody decides to go online to read about it.
Okay, so I will narrow it down to the fact that most people think that getting married at that age, it gives you some kind of stability, especially maybe when you grab the man. And then I'll be stable at that young, so that I will not have to wait till I'm 20 and I'll be suffering with relationships and all that.
So some of these girls actually like to get married at young.
Some of them do, just because they're unaware of the consequences of the risks involved. It's education, basically. Where we have reached right now, we just need education. That is why we are using social media as a means to send information and create awareness on these issues.
Okay. And there's also, I know we have to rush out of here, but there's also the Yankasa Contact Center. Can you tell us more about that as well, Patience?
Yeah. So the Yankasa Contact Center is a contact center where we have trained counselors, we have service providers, and they operate on a shift basis. So any time of the day between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. when you call, we have someone that you can speak to, and they are available to talk to young people regarding any issue concerning your sexual and reproductive health and rights. And aside that, so it's toll free. The number to call them is 0800 20 20 10. And aside that, they also do have a WhatsApp contact, but even if you are not able to call and you want to WhatsApp, they are responsive after the 8 p.m. So it means that with the WhatsApp after 8 p.m. you can text someone and they are always readily available to answer to you.
What's the WhatsApp number?
WhatsApp is 0245.
Okay, please move on to your camera.
0245 118 228. I want to mention that again.
Please do.
0245 118 228. That's the Yankasa WhatsApp number.
And then the toll-free number is 0800 20 20 10.
Okay. And then quickly tell us about is there some sort of collaboration with schools and communities? Tell us about it.
Yes, so on a daily basis, what PPAG does is that we collaborate with so we work with a lot of partners, including the Ghana Education Service, the Ghana Health Service. So we go to schools and then we give out information to young people. They give us that platform to have discussions surrounding sexual and reproductive health to a certain extent that we can engage with the young people. And in the communities also, we go on outreaches, especially using the youth wing of the association, which is the Youth Action Movement. There's a group of volunteers who are within the ages of 10 to 24. and because we believe that when it's peer-to-peer discussion, young people better listen than if it's coming from an adult. So we build the capacity of these young people to be able to go to their communities, to speak to their peers, and let them, have that kind of interaction so that they better understand their reproductive health. And it is at that platform, or it is during those engagements, that we make sure that we give them the toll-free number, because of course it's not every question that a young person is able to answer to. So if you are not so clear about anything that your peer gives you, all you need to do is to call the Nkasa Contact Center, because that is where we have the trained professionals that you can speak to at any time of the day, as I mentioned, or you can WhatsApp if you do not want to speak. And also just to mention that aside the Facebook and Instagram that Benny did mention, we are also coming up with a website that will give young people more access, because now some people prefer to just go on a website where they can read materials and get any information rather than calling to ask for that information. So we are putting all these things in place to make sure that young people everywhere, even outside of Ghana, as long as it's a website, if you're able to go into the website, you are able to get the information that you need.
This is great. This is very smart. Okay, final word, Benny Kranis.
Yeah. So aside the digital platform that Pat mentioned, we do also have a YouTube account that is PPAG Ghana on YouTube. When you go on that platform too, you're able to get informative videos that are animated and diverse in language. We have so you, depending on the language that resonates with you, you're able to get the video, and whether it's on safe sexual practices, whether it's on HIV, menstrual hygiene, whatever you need, the platform has those videos that are tailored to suit young people in a way whereby it address their need, but in a fun, engaging way. Like they're having fun, but they're also learning. Yes. So as much as possible, let's rally together as a country, as organizations, CSOs, and young people and individuals in general, and then put a stop to teenage pregnancy, or at least decrease the number yearly, decrease the rate at which it's increasing. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for doing this amazing job. To you and your team, congrats. Okay, so ladies and young people, if you're listening, there's a toll-free number to call, 0800 20 20 10. There's a WhatsApp number that only works after 8 p.m. and that's 024118228. Also, for every information in any language that you like, go on to the PPHG Ghana website, and that's where you can get all information. We're having a conversation on an initiative by PPAG, Smart Social Media for Adolescent Reproductive Health Transformation Campaign, and having this conversation with two amazing ladies, Patience and Puma, Advocacy Officer with PPAG, and Benny Kranis Apal. She's Project Officer with PPAG. You can call her Benny for short. We'll see you in our next segment. We'll take a quick break.
Breakfast. Not just any breakfast.